How's it going, people? We are back. Back on track. I'm tired as shit. Um been a week from hell. But let's top it off with some Elden Ring, shall we? Right? We wanna do the Bell-bearing Hunter build. Yeah, we'll continue our journey with that today. As I said, it's been exhausting. Between me being sick and just spending way too much time at work. It's been a mess and I'm tired as shit. I am tired as shit. Sure, if I mess up some more stuff, god damn it, Nick. If I mess up more today, I'm just tired. That's about it. That's why you're seeing world-class gameplay. By the way, I don't know, did we go to Mohg's Palace on this run yet? We haven't gone there. Interesting. Honestly, I have no clue what we've done on this run and what we haven't done. I know we have the Mimic tier, right? Yeah. But other than that, man, I have no clue. I know that I've done the Kaled bosses. All of the cheesable ones. Yeah, go on. Beautiful. Yeah, I know we've done the Kaled bosses. That is like the only thing I know. I don't know if we've done Renala yet. I know we've done Radahn, obviously, because we always do Radahn first. As I said, like basically Kaled, we have everything but like Exeeks and the... What's the other one called? The Blackblade Kindred. That one we haven't done. Other than that, we've pretty much done everything. Oh, excuse me. Bro, I can like barely keep awake. It's insane. But yeah, I wanted to at least like jump on for an hour or two today. Just stream a little bit, you know, since I haven't been able to stream all week. Then I'll probably like after stream instantly hop into the shower and then like go to bed. Because that's just what my life is this week. Hey yo Vaughn, how's it going, my dude? How are you? How's the streaming going? Saw your stream last night. Well, I saw your stream this morning, technically for me. But yeah, I was getting ready for work, so I couldn't jump into the stream. Damn it. It's like my back hurts, everything hurts. It's just really like mentally draining this week. Well, you only streamed for 37 minutes. Oh, interesting. Well, I did see you stream. So, get out of that. I mean, I'm alive. That's about as good as it gets right now.
Shadow, thou art the last. Tell the two fingers that Rani the witch cometh.
Oh, we only need
Rend thy
25k to
flesh
level up, so
with a fateful wound,
we're not that
ne'er to
high
heal.
in terms of levels. And I'm also not high, but you know. Ah, yeah, I'm just tired as hell from work. That's life. Ah, man. What I want to do right now is I'm actually going to set up our travels to Moog. Um, mainly for the runes we get from it. So we haven't even done Renala on this run. See? Where do I need to go this way? Yeah, it's just been exhausting. Like being sick for 3 days, and yesterday I worked for 12 hours. Today I could have also been working, like still working right now. But I decided I want to go. Like I've got most of the stuff done. But I was too tired. Way too tired.
You claim what? Aha. My doubt. The words are truly. I believe even that's the. Oh. Give it a try. And if it drive high, there's no
But yeah,
other tarn.
everything hurts. I'm tired. I work with a bunch of children. That is the wrong one. Why do I always manage to pick the wrong one when I'm going there? Oh yeah, by the way, I also picked up Elden Ring on PC like 2 days ago. So I'm planning to do a proper like getting everything run when I play the PC version of the game. I did actually try out some mods for it as well, like try setting up some mods and also like trying to set up a randomizer. So I'm definitely going to be looking at doing a randomizer at some point. But I really want to do a... was that supposed to reach me? I really want to do like a proper play everything, like play through the whole game run, which was actually supposed to be this one, but I really want to make, you know, my PC run be the main like account I can have to try out things and stuff. I mean, sure, like with mods I can get like all of the weapons, but I also want to have like a proper playthrough on PC. Beat the whole DLC, beat the base game completely, like all of the bosses in the base game. Right, beat Melania as well, because like Melania has been kind of left out on these challenge runs. Like the only challenge runs we'll do Melania on is the duo challenge runs that I'm doing with Mark. Those are like the only ones where I actually I think we're gonna do Melania if he doesn't chicken out, since he tends to chicken out of boss fights. Like I had to convince him that on the duo run that we go into the DLC. He didn't want to go into the DLC. But like we are doing so good on the duo run that I finally got him to like, you know, accept the fact that we're gonna go into the DLC. By the way, how's the audio doing right now? Gotta check it. But yeah, randomizer, I've gone in there. Okay, it sounds fine. And I've just played around with some settings and stuff. Because you can do some interesting things in there. Hmm. And I like, because in the randomizer mod, you can basically set it up so that okay. The fuck? What is that? Why did I get a pop-up for that? The fuck? I just got a pop-up from my editing software, which is not even open. The hell? Anyways, I mean, I don't know if I ever do like any other mods. Like, I've thought about it, jokingly, that we are going to do a randomizer. Well, not randomizer, like Elden Ring, but every boss is Moog. As a joke. Since for some reason Moog has become a joke on this channel. Hello, young lady. Care for a donation? Thank you. You are so charitable.
Please, be safe.
I appreciate it, young lady. Thank you for your donation to my blood-hungry code. Well, it's not my code, but you know. But yeah, I've definitely like looked at some things for randomizer. As I said, the one thing that I really like about the randomizers is the aspect that you can have a setting in there where you don't need weapon requirements. Like, you can basically use all of the weapons. Sure, they still scale with whatever stats the weapons need, right? Like, if you have a big hammer, you still need strength to do damage with it. But you can wield them without a problem if you don't have the stats, and I think that's really useful in a randomizer. Because again, I've never done a randomizer before, and I think it's so difficult because you can't really go into your stats if you don't know what weapon you're going to get. So I was just playing around with it, and maybe eventually I'll do one, like, I don't know, maybe in like 2 weeks or so. I have to see. Whenever like I'm off of work next time around, I'll probably do an Elden Ring randomizer run. Because that's the thing as well, you can't do like your typical cheeses, right?
Clench your teeth.
Because, for example, the Knight's Cavalry on the bridge won't always be a Knight's Cavalry. Same as the dragon on the bridge, it won't always be Grail. Like on the randomizers that I did have, yeah, whatever, shut up, talk. Shut up. Stop talking. That's what I wanted to say. On the randomizer that I did, for example, instead of Aegir on the lake, it was Grail, which is the dragon on the bridge in Caelid. And it was basically another dragon that was on the bridge instead of Grail. But I don't remember which one it was, because I think I just ran past there. Because it was literally just I went in there and I wanted to check out what kind of bosses, you know, would be spawning in. Because like the Black Blade Kindred, for example, was the like a one of the tree sentinels. I don't remember which one. I think it was just like the normal tree sentinel. Other than that, like I went around, like looked at some of the weapon drops. It's so funny as well when it's not just the bosses that are randomized. Hey, Jason, how's it going, my dude? How are you? My life is shit right now, but I'm alive. That's the most important thing. But yeah, it's so funny when the normal enemies are randomized, because if you run into one of those like caravans, the front two will always be like the giants, but like the enemies that are behind it will be like the most random things possible, and it's so funny to see. And especially because I also use the DLC for the randomizer, you will have just like enemies that usually spawn in the DLC in there as well. It's so stupid. And I literally, like, I was sitting here laughing at how stupid the randomizer gets. So I really want to make like a stream series out of it. Alright, we'll do a couple of them on the stream. Moog. Yeah, Moog is not gonna happen now. Jason, I have to disappoint you. It's not gonna be happening now. It will happen eventually. I'm thinking, do I try Vare? But I don't know. And as I said, like, you said it, Jason, but I said it a couple of seconds earlier that I have thought with like the randomizer as well that we just mod the game eventually and do a Moog only, like every boss is basically Moog run. Like from the dragons to any well, not the NPC bosses, obviously, or the NPC invaders. Those we're gonna keep those as is. But any boss will be Moog. Phone call, you completely missed the future randomizer talk. How could you, Vaughn? How could you? No, but for real though, we'll do Moog eventually. I'm thinking if we hit like 100 subscribers eventually at some point, we'll do the Moog only run for that, for the milestone. And yeah, we'll do the randomizer, I think, like in 2 weeks from now, probably. It's basically the week before WrestleMania. That's how I know it. Because the weekend, you know, we're doing our traditional watch party of WrestleMania with the boys. So I'll be Von Unk. Thank you, Jason. Always appreciate you calling me old. If there's one thing I didn't miss the last 4 days of my existence, is you calling me old. But yeah, what else is new? I'm pretty close to just quitting my job because I absolutely despise it at the moment. It's literally, it's been bad the last couple of weeks, but it feels like, you know, it's all just leading up to this week from hell. You ever feel like things just come together in life for you guys? like things build up to, like bad things build up to a really shitty thing. That's basically been work. It's just been horrendously bad. And now it's just where you just question yourself, like, what the hell am I actually doing here? And then I come back home and I can do this. Like, something that I actually enjoy. I can just sit down here and stream with you guys, talk to you guys, hang out with you guys, whatever. And I hated the last couple of days. Like, being sick, dude, I probably haven't slept as much as I did, like, from Monday to Wednesday. Because I went home from work on Monday, just literally took a nap. And then, like, Tuesday and Wednesday, I was basically just knocked out. I was just sleeping and eating. That was everything that I was doing in those days. Like, nothing else. Literally nothing else. It's not even exaggerated. Just, I couldn't physically do anything anymore. I was way too freaking tired for anything. And everything. It was 12 hours yesterday. It was like 10 hours today. And like, I said this earlier as well, like, I decided to leave work early today instead of like staying longer, because I easily could have stayed longer because there was still shit that I had to do. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Do they pay me more? Imagine actually getting paid more. Here's the thing. I mean, I'll get like a day off for the hours that I work more. Like, eventually I'll get a day off.
My name isn't this round table. I never knew, although I'm still looking. So I'm still looking.
So I've got like probably like, I don't know, because my usual time is 8 hours, right? Usually I work 8 hours. So every hour that's more than 8 is overtime. I did 4 hours yesterday, did 2 hours today.
You're telling me? I don't believe. If I do, I suppose I'll ask Matt, certainly. I know I can tell. I suppose I'll ask Matt.
And you rather work 9 to 5. I mean, technically, it is a 9 to 5. I just started 6 a.m. And it's a 6 until 2. It's the same concept, right? But the thing is, I'm unfortunately in a position, right, where the only people that can do what I'm doing at my job is me and another one of my colleagues. And my other colleague has a week off. And now I'm the only one left that can do what we do.
Good to have you to. I can have I'm as yet. But, and if there's, well, I search Roderica.
And because she's gone, it's like up to me to like take care of everything now. And do it with like the rest of the people that are at the store. And it's so much shit that like extra shit that I have to take care of. And it's again, it's just exhausting. Because even if she's there, if my colleague's there, like, she does the overtime. And she does it every single day. She's there 6 days a week. And every single day of those 6 days, she works 10 hours. She works 60 hours at least. At least 60 hours a week. And then she goes away, and it's like, oh yeah, Nick, just take care of everything now. And I'm like, how the fuck is that supposed to work? And then obviously I got sick again, which, I then had to, because I was sick, basically catch up with all of the things that the people that were left there, like, they weren't able to do the stuff, like certain things, like a lot of paperwork shit, basically. They weren't able to do that, so I had to just, I had to like catch up and try to fix what they couldn't do. And that's why it turned out to be like such a long work day every time. And I honestly today I well, not quit, but for myself, like, I was like, I'm not gonna stay longer because I physically can't. Like, I need to like freaking go home. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Because tomorrow I'll be there at 6 a.m. again, and shit's just starting all over again. Got another like 10-hour shift from 6 to 4. And I'm already fucking tired. And then we go again. And it's Sunday. And then on Monday, we'll have to, then she's back. And then we'll have to see how we can catch up. And then we have to see how we can manage to get back on track. Get everything done that went wrong during the week. Because again, I wasn't there for like 2 days of the week. That's the thing. And the thing is as well, like, I feel bad for her because she stays longer every day. I feel bad for her. And I will leave on time. That's the thing. I will leave on time. Because I honestly I can't. I just cannot stay longer. If I don't need to stay longer, I'm not able to stay longer. Because I do have a life. I have things that are way more important to me than work. And this right here is a perfect example of something that is way more important to me than work. I'm rather like sitting here and streaming than obviously being at work. Like, I don't mind being there for the time that I get paid for. I don't mind being there for my 8 hours that I get paid for. Not a problem. I'm the last one who's going to complain. I like some of the people that I work with. Is the work itself fun? Not always. But I do like the people that I work with. a couple of them at least. I died because I was too focused on talking. But yeah. Just got so caught up in my anger of work that I forgot to actually fight the boss properly. Welcome to a Nick Von Crate stream. I swear it's not always like this. I swear to God, it's not always like this. It just, from time to time it happens that I need to vent. Yeah, good thing you don't have a job. And Jason, if you ever do, like if you're, I don't know if you're done with school. Are you still in school? I guess. Probably, right? Yeah, it is literally as a streamer, but that's the thing as well. Fuck you. I mean the card skin, not you guys, obviously. Ha! You bitch! Suck on these nuts. Fuck, get out of there. But that's the thing. That's what people watch you for. To be entertained, to be talked to. But Jason, I keep telling you, do something you love. So become my editor or something, I don't know. Just get hired by me and Vaughn and be the guy who does like shorts for our YouTube channels and like TikTok and Instagram. And then we're good. You just do that and ensure that we get big, and by ensuring that we get big on YouTube and on whatever, right, you just get you basically make sure you get you have a job forever by making us famous, right? Makes sense. Old folks can't be taken care by robots. That is true as well. I probably have the only job that can be taken over by machines at some point. Which seems insane, but it can totally happen.
The arm you get feels. Perhaps it is us. It is the. It is the.
I'm sorry.
Why are you doing this? Now it falls to my hand.
I know.
Imagine it ending like this.
I feel bad every time.
Forget what you have done.
I'm sorry, okay? Didn't mean to do that. Well, I did, but I needed your arm kinda low-key. Just saying. I mean, starting pay, like, I'll give you like 50 cents a day. Alright? That's the thing, I thought about this earlier, right? Because like I'm a guy who doesn't spend a lot of money, right? And I thought about it. Like if I was to quit my job, because again, I've seriously thought about it for the last 2 days, because I'm just so fed up with it. Like I can financially, I would be able to make it probably without like any crazy expenses, right? If I would just settle down for like my rent and then getting food, I can probably not work for like a year, right? Like I could, let's say I do the lowest I could work, which would be like, I don't know, whatever, cashier, or like, you know, putting in like the product into on like in the shelves. What was that called when you do that at like a store or like whatever, when you put things in the shelves, the items, the products, whatever that is, right? I work 8 hours a week. I get paid like $500 for it or whatever. I forgot that these guys are literally the hardest part about this place. And my brain not working is also a big part of this being super duper hard. But like, if I was just to work a job where I work like 8 hours a week, right? I have to come in twice. I'll work on like the weekends. I can go like a good year without, you know, without a proper job. Because that would basically, that job would like then take care of my rent. And I can just then focus on streaming. Because I've always, because whenever I'm done and for my retirement, you know, I basically put a lot of money, well, not a lot of money, I'm not rich, guys, okay? I'm not a millionaire secretly or anything. But I've put some money aside already, and I've got some money invested, obviously. Just for bad days, you know, or bad years, whatever. But I could, you know, just if I wanted to try this whole social media thing, like even more, I could literally do that. But the awkward thing would be if none of it, like, if nothing comes from it. Why is there a dog there? I hate the fact that I'm almost dead. That is not good. But yeah, I don't know. It's like a risk and reward kind of deal. But yeah, I fear you. A small pimple by the nose. By the way, the small pimple by the nose, to do not like try to press it, like push it out, pop the pimple, right? That's what they say. Pimple popping. It's got like a whole thing on like TikTok. It's like pimple popping or whatever, which people apparently like to watch. I once dated a girl who liked to watch videos like that. I still don't get it, but to each their own. I don't judge people by what they enjoy watching. We're all sitting here watching me play Elden Ring, right? I gotta do events or something. Yeah, if I'm doing full-time streaming or something, like I would, first off, I'd have to get like a, oh, what's it called? Is it a visa? Like, because I would have to then try and travel the world, which then it becomes, you know, I have to spend money on traveling around the world. Let me guess, yep, left the elevator up. Of course I did. Because I don't think of things, guys. You're watching Nick Von Crate stream, not... See, I thought of that, right? because it was the easiest way to take care of the enemies. So I already thought ahead, and I was like, I'm gonna keep the elevator up, because then actually I can just go in here and like let them kill themselves, basically. Now we'll see. We'll see where this whole thing goes. Eventually, maybe I'll get to a point where people watch my videos a bunch. Where people watch my streams. By the way, I just literally bought like one of those little displays of like the newest, well, one of the newer Pokemon sets. Like the TCG sets. I started with the last two like Mega Evolution sets, started collecting them. Not just like to sell them or anything, you know, not in a scalper way, but I want to eventually like open a bunch of displays. Or if not, you know, if I'm not selling them or anything, I'll just give them to my nephew. Because he's also really into Pokemon. And the thing is, he rarely gets any cards, so I really want him to have them if I don't need them. And there we go, we get the Mirai's Executioner Sword. The key item to this run. And we can finally buy the armor set as well for the Mirai's. Or it's not the Mirai's, it's the Bell-bearing Hunter. Who wields the Mirai's Executioner Sword because he took it from this castle, which is Mirai's castle. Walmarts here are starting to hide Pokemon cards behind the counter. Yep, we do that as well. You have to go to the checkout and not, because we have self checkouts and then like proper checkouts with a cashier. And you need to go to the ones with the cashier to get them. It is insane how annoying it is. Like, I've seen it from the US, right? And it's been the same here as well. Like, there are legitimately people here who will just go into into our store and like buy up all of the Pokemon cards there. Right, like we get like this display full of Pokemon cards. And they will literally just go in, excuse me, and buy like all of the cards that are on there. Be it like these, you know, whatever the boxes are called, which have like the big cards in the middle and then a bunch of packs in there. Those ones always like instantly gone basically. And that's the thing, like you have to think about it. It's like by adults. And 100%, like, it's not for them to collect them. They're, like, reselling them. Like, the set... Hey, Jason, see you in a bit. The set that I bought the cards of, literally, another co-worker of ours has a friend who also, like, buys Pokemon cards, right? And I think he's a seller. He bought 5, because we don't have like the big displays, right? It's the little one with like, I think it's 18. No, it's 18. It's 18 packs in there. And he bought 5 of those from our store. He bought. Why didn't I just upgrade the item at EG's? He bought Pokemon cards for like, what, $450, I think? Because it's like $5 a pack. And he bought like, again, 5 of those. There's 18 in every single box. And like I said, like I like to like have them. And like either I open them myself or I'll just go in and eventually like give them to my nephew. Especially if it's like something that I where I'm like, meh, I don't need these cards really. Then I'll just, if there's a cool card, like for my example, that, god damn it, Nick, I can't even talk today. For me, like for example, there's a couple of cards that I personally really like and that I want to have. But if it's like cards that I don't really care about, I'll just give them away to my nephew and be like, here, here's a couple of Pokemon cards. Or whenever, you know, I go over to their place, they come over here. Like, I like to just, you know, give them some packs. Like, be like, here, just rip some packs. Have fun. Because I gotta keep the title of the cool uncle. Right? Or the cool unk. Gotta keep the title. So as long as he's still young, and as long as he's still into Pokemon, I gotta profit off of it. I gotta be the cool uncle who has Pokemon cards, right? And who has all of the consoles and everything. You just, you know, take what you get. Where do I go? Ugh. Is the world okay if I can mark off? I want to try the Urchi avatar over here, just with the executioner. Still find it fascinating that the executioner sword deals less stance damage than the regalia does. But what I also find funny is, wait, what weapon do the bell-bearing hunters also use the Mirai's executioner sword, right? So all of the bell-bearing hunters that appear around the map are technically the Elema of the Briar. Because the Elema of the Briar took over the castle and took the Mirai's sword from Mirai's castle. Therefore, he's the one who has the Mirai's executioner sword. The other bell-bearing hunters should be wielding the regalia. Technically. Because it's not the sword that does the dancing blade. It's the Eoshide, which is the bell-bearing hunters. God damn it. I am so cooked. It's insane. Ugh. Hope you guys got a good look at my at the insides of my mouth there. Might have not been too beautiful. So yeah, we'll do some quick trees so that we can max out the Mirai's executioner sword. By the way, it's so fascinating. I bought a controller. A Xbox controller for my PC because I bought Elden Ring on PC. So I have a PS5 controller for I normally play Elden Ring on PS5, right? With a PS5 controller, and on PC I played with an Xbox controller. So the Xbox controller obviously has the same controller layout as the Nintendo Switch Pro controller does, with the stick being in the top left instead of at the bottom, and the D-pad being at the bottom. They have the same design. It is so insane. When I use the controller on PC, for some reason my brain completely malfunctions. Because what happens is my brain thinks I'm holding a Nintendo Switch Pro controller in my hands. And for some reason, my brain thinks that the controller controls like the Switch controller, right? And that's the thing. The Switch, obviously, if you don't change it in your settings, has a different button layout, right? On a Switch controller, which I have here, you use A to accept, like, or to progress things, and you would go B to go back. Whereas on PlayStation, X is forward, and the circle would be going back. I have played Elden Ring for over 500 hours. When I hold an Xbox controller in my hand, I cannot play the game anymore. Because if I want to, like, go into the menu and equip something, my brain cannot comprehend that I need to press A on the Xbox controller. It wants to press B because it thinks I'm holding a Nintendo Switch controller, and it like inverts the controller in my head, so like it would work like an Xbox controller, like a Nintendo Switch controller. It is so insane how my brain works like that. It is legitimately frightening as well. Like, how's that a thing? That my brain thinks, oh yeah, this is the shape of the controller, this is how it works. Like, I need to retrain my brain right now while playing Elden Ring on PC, and it's literally like I can be playing it like right now. I could play it on PlayStation and everything is fine. But like 5 minutes later, you know, if I was just to go over, switch to the PC, I couldn't. Like, I couldn't play Elden Ring anymore. Because my brain would be so confused by the fact that it's a different controller layout. And I think I have to play like I was on the Switch for some reason. Like, I mispressed so many times. It is insane. I should have just gotten a PlayStation controller, but I honestly didn't think my brain would struggle so much. Like, I didn't think I'd have any problems at all. Did I do the Knights Cavalry here already? I think I did. Did I actually? That is interesting. Maybe I tried him out on the Regalia, yeah. That's a good shout. Let's do the Deathbird. Why not? Try out the Deathbird with the Executioner Sword. I hate that the bats pull up though. It's kind of low-key annoying. Appreciate you for showing up, psych. Oh, cool, Nick. Completely messed up everything. Good one. Like, speaking of bosses, I usually don't fight on challenge runs. So I'm not used to their moves and everything. The death birds or the death ride birds, any of those. The sacrificial axe, oh, so that's where you get it from. Is that weapon any good? Wild strikes. A smaller amount of FP is restored upon slaying a foe. It's just an axe. Maybe I'll use it eventually. When I'll do an axe only run or something, I don't know. Old man gets tired easily. Don't judge me, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Vaughn. Welcome back to the absolute madhouse that is my stream. Let's meet the wheat plug real quick. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Not gonna judge you. Not gonna say anything about it. Gotta do what you gotta do. I'm really fucking hungry, I'll be honest with you. Do I have any, like, little snacks? Bloody delicious. Yeah, I'll make myself something like proper after this stream. Ooh, wow. I literally dodged. Controller didn't do anything. Thanks for that. The more that I'm doing this build, the more I'm thinking I should just get myself the claw talisman, because I keep doing a bunch of jump attacks. What do you want? That's what I thought. Embarrassing.
Greetings, my fellow. How can I help?
You can get me a girl. That'd be nice, EG. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, you're back and clean, that's good. That's really good. And that's also a thing I need to do after the stream, shower. I need food and a shower. Oh, I killed a deer. Huh. The more you know. You're gonna be honest, okay. You shower daily, but you don't brush your teeth daily. Hey, Daniel, danke. It should be the other way around. Apparently that stuff in toothpaste. I've heard that too. But have you considered brushing your teeth without toothpaste? Instead of just not brushing your teeth? I mean, that'd be an idea, probably. Shut up, Exeats. Can't even reach your bitch. But yeah, I've heard. No, we're gonna. Are we gonna rot to death? No. But yeah, I don't shower daily. So here's what I do. I shower like every other day. I like shower one day, then I go the next day without showering, and then the day after that I shower again. So it's basically two, like and here's the thing, I do something that most people don't. Like most people shower like in the morning, I tend to shower in the evening. I mean, I honestly, I can't even tell you anything about it. Like I'm no dentist. I don't know what is in toothpaste. I don't know how bad it actually is to not brush your teeth in general. But yeah, the stuff in toothpaste is actually, from what I've read as well, worse than actually, or does more damage than it actually helps you. So god damn it, we're gonna be dead. Oh, somehow we survived. Somehow Nick has returned. And we'll be dead. Somehow Nick is alive. A white goon. Said in relation to toothpaste. What the hell? White Torrent just boost up like insanely. Oh, we're dead. We got stuck. We got cornered. Real talk though. Oh god. When you guys start saying real talk though, well, I'ma be honest. There's some wild takes following that. Okay. I mean, me and Mark, we did the same thing on the duo run, right? We were just standing up there and shooting at him. Well, he was shooting at him with the bow. I was using magic to shoot at him. But the thing is, Elden Ring, like dragons in Elden Ring are like men. But first you don't succeed, try the head. And we're gonna die. I know you will. No, but for real, what skin are you talking about? What? Yeah, the head always works on dragons. It's their weak spot. Even though it's like the hardest to hit, unless you're like using magic. If you're using magic, well then, GG's. You've got an easy time. But then again, if you're using magic in general in Elden Ring, you've got the easiest time. You had the flame cleanse and would still lose. Yeah, it's the rotten breath. It's the rotten breath that is the worst part about this fight. It is so cheesy. It's so stinky. There we go. Yeah, Eleonora's pole blade is good. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like the long Ashes of War though. Like the pole blade, for example, takes so long to cast. Also, Rivers of Blood I haven't used. So basically, you used Rivers of Blood as, excuse me. What the fuck is going on here today with my controls, man? So many dodges that didn't count. Yeah, basically you were doing the same build, but the weapon just was a twin blade instead of a katana. It's just two katanas put together instead of one. Jason, what is that question? I do, but what? Is it normal not doing it? It depends where you're from. Right? So, like, either you do it for religious reasons, or you do it for health reasons, right? Right. Good start. So here's the deal, right? So mostly health reasons, it's when you can't roll the skin back. Because then you're unable to clean yourself under there, obviously. So, they need to cut it off. And then it's for, obviously, religious reasons. You can't pull yours back. I mean, usually they would do that when you're a child because of like the pain tolerance, I think, because as a kid you don't really notice it happening, whereas an adult it can be like a, you know, an experience to say the least. That's why usually it's always done on babies, like on kids when you're small. Yeah, I think you're cooked, Jason. Might as well just cut the whole thing off. Why not? The thing is, I don't want to Google it right now because I don't feel like messing up my Google search history any more than it already is. Welcome to Dr. Nicholas. Today, we're gonna be talking about foreskin. No, but I think I want to Google it right now, but at the same time I don't want to Google it, you know, because of my search history being messed up already. So the thing is, right, like the main problem is not getting it clean. Because if you can't roll it back, you cannot clean it. If you can't clean it, you might get a nasty infection or something. You gotta... What? You... What? Laser? What do you mean laser it? Just cut that thing off. Take a knife... What? Not you. Not you. On your own. Don't take a knife on your own and go in and cut it off. Well, as I said, just cut the whole damn thing off. Might as well. They use lasers now, bro. Do they actually? That is insane. The thought in my brain kinda creeps me out. It's the same thing as like eye surgery, right? I always think back to, is it in Dead Space 1 or in Dead Space 2? Where you also have that like eye surgery thing with the like the laser. And Final Destination as well, where they do like the eye surgery bit. That messes me up. But dude, Jason, if you don't cut it off, think about it. Like, I mean, not the whole thing, obviously, but if you don't clean it and then it gets infected by something, you know, what if it might just fall off? Like, the whole thing falls off. Or they have to remove it. Just think about it. Yeah. Yeah, as well, like, it'll probably stank up the whole place. You don't want to be known as Fish Boy. I'm sorry. I feel bad because it's a joke at the expense of someone else. But imagine. Dragons. Holy cow. I mean, you could start off a conversation, you know. Imagine it goes down with someone and you're like, want some cheese? I feel bad. But it's also way... That is... Everything you're getting right now is just payback for calling me and Vaughn old, okay? That's what you get. We're trying to help you here. That's what bros do, being supportive, but at the same time making fun of you. But we're not making fun of you. We're just trying to lighten up the mood. Man, but like for real though, does it not hurt? Cause I imagine it hurting. Like real talk. Cause if like you can't roll it back, it's gotta be like tight as shit. Who said that it doesn't hurt? That no one, but that's like my question, if it hurts. I mean, not the laser part, but like, does it hurt right now? Like, does it cause you pain? That is my question. Got Dr. Perry over here. Perry the platypus. Look at the positive side. Okay. What's the positive side? It will look bigger and longer. I've got no clue. I've only seen my own, so I don't know. Anyways. Think about it. Without skin, the head will go free, yeah? No limitation. You've seen a couple that you didn't want to see online. I'm not gonna get into that. No, I've actually seen at least like one other one that I didn't want to see in real life because we had this one guy in our class back in school who would always, after like, you know, PE, is that what it's called? When you do sports, PE. Some call it that, some call it something different. He would always, like, in the dressing rooms after it, whip his thing out. And he would literally go around smacking other people with it. Don't ask me why. I never got slapped by it. But Renala just got slapped by my thing. Legitimately though, that's no joke. He literally went around, had his thing in the, like, in his right hand or left hand, and would always go around. Because, like, we'd ignore the hell out of him, because if you obviously weren't like, oh my god, like, where's the fun in him coming up to you, you know? But no, literally, he would always whip his thing out. Every time.
Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence he hides.
He'd always go after, like, the same two people or something. I was not one of those two people.
Flee, my sweetings.
Bro's probably locked up in prison now. I mean, I hate to ruin it for you, but he's not, no. He's actually doing pretty decent in life, so, yeah.
To be better born anew.
He's still out and about. Still living life. And as I said, probably not doing too bad for himself. Lock him up. I mean, for what are you gonna lock him up, though? Because in, like, I don't know, 8th grade, he got his thing out. I mean, it was, like, a good 3 years or so. It was even, like, still in 10th grade when we were, like, 16. Right? He would still whip it out. Imagine what he would do in prison. I know he's definitely not the one who needs to worry about his backside. I know that much. But yeah, I think he just got married recently as well, so there's that. If I remember correctly, I don't know. I know he's been engaged for a while, but I don't know if they married already. But yeah. They might have. It's been a long time since I've seen him. Because for a while after we had finished school, he also started working at the same place that I was working at. So I did see him a couple of times after school. Yeah, that was wild though. That's probably the wildest school story I have. Probably. Like the nastiest, wildest. Like we did some funny shit, but that was like the wildest stuff that probably happened. Some people literally just whipping out the thing. Well, just one guy, but you know. Ooh, yeah, I think we still have the putrid avatars. At least the one down here, I know that we have him left. And the one that gives us like the big money. But yeah, guys, what happened in your schools? I mean, Vaughn probably has some wild-ass school stories as well, seeing as, you know, he's in a state where, or not just in a state, in a country where school's a bit messed up sometimes. Hey, Tachi. Danke, danke. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit, man. Fuck. We got the ass planet as well. Ciao, viel Spaß bei was auch immer du jetzt machen tust. Tust. Now, one probably has like some. I don't want to make like any jokes about it though. You and your friend got in a toilet together. Okay, Jason, that is an interesting start to a school story. Again, Vaughn, you know, being over there in the US, probably has at least, you know, some stories. I don't know, Vaughn. Have you... You know what we did? I do not have a clue. I know you guys haven't circumcised each other since we figured that one out, so... There's that. I mean, again. I don't wanna, you know, play the obvious game. With Vaughn. That's crazy though, like, knowing that like school shootings are like such a common thing where you live. And then like you go to school there. Like, I don't know. That would kind of be scary to me. That would honestly make me tense every time I go to school. No, but for real though, Jason, you gotta follow up with it. You gotta follow up with it. I sure as hell don't have a clue what you guys did. You watched some good films. So you went to the school toilet to watch some films on there. That's what you're telling me. He was teaching you. Was he teaching you stuff or was he showing you stuff? God damn it! Does this guy... Dude, what the hell? I always skip these guys on challenge runs, obviously. As you can see by me not knowing what the hell I'm actually doing here. I mean, you know. Who knows? Maybe he was also showing you some stuff. Teaching and showing. Bro, I think Vaughn just vanished. He's disappeared. This is too much for him. He's been extra quiet since the dick got pulled out. I mean the pipe was laid or whatever. Don't judge. I am not judging you. No, I don't need to get that tunnel that only has moon veil, and we don't need to get moon veil. I'm not judging you, dude. Hey. You do whatever you like. Like, why would I judge someone for, you know, whatever they're doing? Especially if we're talking about you as a kid here in this situation. Like, why would I judge what a kid is doing? Like, if you're in 4th grade, like, whatever. What the fuck was that? Bzzz. What do you want? I'm just saying you started this talk. Don't blame me. I have seen Crimson Desert though. But I'll be honest with you, there hasn't been that much appeal for me personally. Not really been too interested in it. Due to the emptiness of what people have said is like the emptiness of the game, not really a big main story. They say it's better than Elden Ring. Nah. I mean, at the end of the day, it depends on what you want from your game. I've got 500 hours in Elden Ring. Do I think Elden Ring is the best game ever made? Hell no. Like, do I think on... Because I always have to differentiate between, is it one of my favorite games? And is it one of the best games ever? Like, Elden Ring is a really good game, but Elden Ring also has a lot of problems still. There's a lot of problems with Elden Ring. And no matter how much I play the game, I still see the problems. What do I think is the best game? I find it difficult for me personally. So is your question like what I think is the best game in terms of just in general, or do you want to know what my favorite, like in my opinion, what my favorite game is? Like, it all depends on where you come from. Like, everyone has a different opinion on what they like in video games and everything. Best game in general? Dude, that is so hard. That is so hard to say. Here's the thing, right? For best game of all time, a lot of people will drop you names like Skyrim. Skyrim is something you will always hear in like the best game that people have played. The thing is, I always look at it like this, right? Skyrim is as good as it is because of its like variety of mods that were created by the players of the game. We wouldn't be talking about Skyrim in 2026 if mods weren't a thing. We would still talk about it. We would still talk about the impact it had when it came out in 2011. We would not be talking about Skyrim as a game you play nowadays if it didn't have mods. Because I think Skyrim in itself, as the base experience in 2026, is so empty. It feels like you want to dive into an ocean of an RPG, but instead you end up in your neighbor's pond with a couple of frogs in there. That is Skyrim without mods when it comes to RPGs. And the thing is, I always look at it from the RPG side, because I have a literal series looking for what is, in my opinion, the best RPG. I always have to point that out. It is my opinion on what the best RPG is. I think Persona 5 is a great game, a great RPG. One of my favorite games. Does it have some flaws? Yes, it does. Is it a great game? Yeah. Yeah. Is it the best game? And it goes that way for every single game. I don't think any shooter game would be considered as the best game. If we're purely looking at downloads, purely looking at copies sold, we'll be talking about Fortnite as the best game. Total players, all time, we'd be talking about Fortnite for the best game. Like over the lifespan of Fortnite, that game has probably broken all of the records. It's probably one of the most downloaded games because it's free to play. You can get it on almost any console. The truth is, it's not. Yes, that is correct. Fortnite is not the best game. But if you look at it purely on the statistics of the all-time players, of the times the game has been downloaded, the amount of money spent in microtransactions on Fortnite, you would think that Fortnite is the best game of all time. Just on numbers alone. But it's not. It's not the best game ever made. If you ask like a kid, probably. I mean, like Fortnite is probably the best and worst invention for parents, because all they have to do is either like get a PC or PlayStation for their kid and just download Fortnite for free. But at the same time, they download it for free. You don't pay for the game, but then it starts off with, can I get some V-Bucks? Mom, can I have some V-Bucks? Dad, can I have some V-Bucks? What do you want V-Bucks, kid? I need to buy the new Fortnite skin. A month later, oh, the new season pass is out. Mom, can I have some V-Bucks? I need to get the new season pass on Fortnite. And that's how it starts, and that's how they wrap you up in their whole system. Is they will start off with, you know, the game being free to play, and parents be like, oh yeah, the game is for free. Yeah, you can play it with your friends. Hey, no problem. And then you say yes to the kid once, and then the next time the kid be like, but you bought me V-Bucks last time around, so you gotta buy me some this time around as well. And if you then have parents that are basically pushovers and will give in to anything you want, which, you know, I didn't have parents like that, for example. I still remember when I was a kid, I desperately wanted to get the first Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And I had to beg for it. And I still wouldn't get it. I think I spent like a good year like saying I want the game. And then I was grown up, finally, and I bought it for like $2 on Steam. I did get the game eventually. I think I got it for like Christmas or something. But then like it was physical, and I got a PC, and you know, new PCs don't have any place where you can put discs into. Excuse me. So I literally just bought it on Steam for $2. And I have it on my Switch too as well. But I don't know. Jason, what are you feeling like playing though? Like what are you in the mood for? Because I probably have an answer if you just tell me what you want to play. What you feel like playing. You're liking Elden Ring. And go play I don't want to recommend Dark Souls off the bat, like Dark Souls 1, because Dark Souls 1 is not gameplay wise. It's not the gameplay loop that is so different. It's literally the old school controls that are the biggest challenge when going back to Dark Souls 1. I don't know, man. Is the question is, do you want to play another Souls-like? And then the question is, does it have to be like, do you want it to be open world like Elden Ring? Because if you want another Souls-like, any day of the week I'd recommend you Lies of P. But Lies of P isn't an open world. It's more level based, like Dark Souls 3 for example. More like Dark Souls 3, yeah. I mean, it's still has the design of a like a interconnected world like Dark Souls 1. Yeah, Lies of P, one of the, in my opinion, Lies of P is the best Souls-like story game that has an actual story. Because, you know, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, they all don't have a story really. I mean, there is some story there, but nothing really. But Lies of P, gameplay-wise, story-wise, is such a good game, and Lies of P's DLC is even better. And the thing is, if you struggle with Lies of P, which you most likely will on, like, at least on the hardest difficulty, you could also just turn down the difficulty in that game. They added a feature so that you're able to turn down the difficulty. When I first played it, I wasn't able to, because it was only added like shortly before the DLC came out last year, I think. But yeah, Lies of P again. For the story, that's the thing that I like. What I like about, for example, I would put Lies of P over Elden Ring when it comes to like the story. The story of Lies of P is so good. Like, the gameplay can be frustrating. But it's a Souls game, so what do you expect? You don't play a Souls game for it to just be chill, you know? You want to have a challenge. At least I think you want that. But yeah, Lies of P, if you're looking for a Souls game that's not by FromSoft, 100% the game I would recommend to you. It's also got like a cool weapon system where you can basically, in Lies of P, you can have a weapon. Like, if you pick up a weapon, you can have it as it is, or you can take apart the weapons and then combine the blade of a weapon with a different handle, and you can just like customize your weapons that way. Like, you can put, you know, a hammer on the handle of a dagger, so you literally have a hammer that is basically like, you know, you're holding a hammer in your hand basically. Or you could just have a long ass pole on the hammer. That's one thing. Like, the hammer, there's an there's like this electric hammer, and if you have it on this little dagger, it's basically like Mjolnir, which, you know, is the hammer that Thor wields. Is so good. And if I remember correctly, you upgrade the not the handle, just the blade of a weapon, and then you can like upgrade that. Like you can upgrade the blade and then switch it out with another blade at all times, basically. There are like legendary weapons which are set like, you know, as they are. You can't add like you can't add the blade to something else. It makes me really want to replay the game. The thing is, there are certain parts in Lies of P that I absolutely despise. There's a good bit in the middle where I think it drops off, but that's like personal preference. And I don't see a lot of other people like talk down that part of the game. It's just because I'm a hater. And that's it. No, I'm not a hater of the game. I'm not. I love Lies of P. I'm really waiting for the sequel. I think honestly, the story of the goddamn DLC, because the story of the DLC kinda continues the story of the base game, or like I guess finishes the story of the base game, and it's such a fucking sad DLC. And it was so good. It was so good. And it was such a cool, unique setting as well for the DLC. There was some parts about it. Again, I thought the DLC as well. Like we played through it in like a day or two, probably, I think. But I was like running through there as well. And there were again a couple of parts that I didn't really enjoy. Like I really liked the intro, and then in the middle it kind of fell off, and then the ending of it was phenomenal. Actually, the intro, like the first bit, the zoo bit, was really good. Like especially the boss at the end of the zoo area. I thought she was so cool, such a unique design, but also something that has been done before, right? It's a design that's unique, but isn't a first time that we've seen it kind of design. It's so hard to explain it because it's a duo fight, but done in a unique way. And I thought it was so well done. It's also got like one of my favorite like late area fights in the base game. There is a problem, like the literal end of the base game has some, like the last couple of bosses are insanely difficult. Like I think the final boss gauntlet of Lies of P is harder than the one in Elden Ring. Because basically Elden Beast is the like third to last boss, no, second to last boss. Is it Manus is the, no, it's the second to last boss. But he's like on a level of Elden Beast, but spamming even more shit. But it's doable. It is, I think it's worse than Elden Beast, but it's still doable. That's the thing. It's not unbelievably unfair. Excuse me. It is challenging. But I think, yeah, like my biggest problem with Lies of P is how drawn out it is. I think Lies of P is too long for its own good in certain parts. I think the base game as well as the DLC have some parts that can be cut out. And you wouldn't really miss them. I mean, the studio really cooked on the game, yeah. Some really beautiful locations. There's like, again, there's 2 or 3 bosses where I'm like, okay, yeah, if you're having a hard time in Elden Ring, maybe Lies of P is not a good idea, but then again, you can literally, if you want to, that's the good thing about Lies of P, you can put it down to the easiest difficulty. And then if you feel like, oh yeah, you're doing good at the game, you can just make it harder for yourself. Because again, Elden Ring was also my first Souls game. Like, the first time I played Elden Ring was literally when the game came out. And it was all because of Dover, who's the other guy chilling with us on the Discord. He's the OG mod on Twitch. Who, you know, is big timed us since getting married and you know, and all that stuff. Young Dover Souls, yeah. You know, he's kind of big timed us since getting married. Finding a wife. It is what it is. But he was like going on about, you know, the game. Like he started watching me because at the time I was doing the platinum hunt videos and I was doing the streams for the platinum hunts. And I was playing Skyrim. And he stumbled onto my channel when I was playing Skyrim for that. And he basically told me, like, while we were playing Skyrim about, you know, Elden Ring coming out and, you know, being like, you know, it's a sequel to Dark Souls, and obviously, like, Dark Souls was something that I was familiar with. Like, it was a franchise name-wise that I've known. I've seen people play the games. Like, on YouTube, I've seen, you know, compilations of, like, stupid deaths in Dark Souls, that type of stuff. So I was aware of it. And then literally, like, I don't think I even... Like, at that time, I was also, I think, daily streaming. And I didn't even talk to him about it or anything. I just randomly started streaming Elden Ring the day the game came out. Or like a couple of days after, maybe. And ever since then, you know, it started off with that. And after that, I did Bloodborne. And after that, I did the Dark Souls trilogy. Then I did Demon Souls Remaster. And ever since then, I've basically played Elden Ring a bunch. And Dark Souls 1. I've replayed Dark Souls 1 a bunch as well. I tried replaying 3, but I struggled to get into 3 because of its design, and Dark Souls 2 is just, yeah. Dark Souls 2 is a game, guys, if you didn't know. And that's the nicest thing you're gonna hear me say about Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is one of the games. I hate Dark Souls 2. I said Dark Souls 2 is one of the games. You know, I hate it so much that at some point we just got to like replay it. Because I keep hating on it and it's been legitimately 4 years. Or 4 years. Elden Ring came out 4 years ago. It's been almost 4 years since I played Dark Souls 2 and I'm still hating on the game even though I haven't touched it in that time. You own DS3 on Xbox, but you sold your Series X. Series S. Wanted to get a Series X. God. Shouldn't have sold it. Nah. You don't need it. What do you need an Xbox for these days? Where's the black knife? It was here a second ago. Oh, there you are. I love how my button inputs just tend to not work today. Bro. Dude, what the hell am I doing here? I'm cooking the black knife. Huh. Do we try DTS now? I guess we go and try DTS. See how well we do against him. I think we'll do DTS and then call it a day. And then what are we gonna do on tomorrow's stream, guys? Obviously we're gonna finish off the run. Well, not finish off the run, but I think we'll go capital. I don't know if we'll go into the basement this time around. We might as well. We might as well. Shut up. I need to get like some tanky ass armor as well. Well, I'm gonna pick up the Element of the Briar set. I should go and do that. Stupid. Honestly, you guys would probably be the most entertained if I play Dark Souls 2 again. That will, like, legit, those streams will probably be the most unhinged you will ever see me. Because nothing gets my blood boiling more than playing Dark Souls 2.
Well, I took you no matter lay out your arm.
Bro, am I stupid? You still can't move on from the Moog fight. What are you playing on, Jason? What are you playing on, console or PC? Watch me like make a, if you're playing on PC, watch me make an account. Go in and save your ass by helping you beat Moog. If you're saying Xbox, I won't be able to help you. Oh, oh, you meant the clip. You can't move on from that. But you literally can't move on from Oak in your own game. 'Cause you've beaten like the rest of the game, haven't you? Had me confused there for a second. God damn it, I don't have enough money. I need to make some money real quick. But to make some money, I need to invest. I think. Maybe. Nah, eventually, Vaughn and me, we're gonna do Elden Ring 2. Elden Ring on the Switch 2. That's what I wanted to say. Elden Ring on Switch 2. When that comes out. Then we'll do that. Just the DLC left. You've done Romina though. Is Romina the Scorpion?
And I can also
I haven't played the properly played the DLC in a while. Literally just gone in there on the challenge runs.
Goodbye.
Okay, time to go make some money. Making moves, making $1 million moves. I mean, it's a do anything run. So, making moves, $1 million moves. It's the Scorpion. Okay, gotcha. Making moves, making moves. Making $1 million moves. Mesmer was ass though. I think Mesmer is one of the, visually and like moves wise, one of the cooler fights in the DLC because it's probably one of the easiest to read. Mesmer was like Mesmer I like. I struggle with obviously the final boss of the DLC. That's a shit show for me. The worst part about the DLC for me is getting to the what's it called? To the stupid frenzy mansion through the woods. That's the worst part of the DLC. Am I saying Mesmer is easy? Yeah, Mesmer to me is one of the easier bosses of the DLC. Is that crazy to say? There's like at least 4 bosses that are worse in the DLC than Mesmer. By the way, if you guys ever need runes to level up, this is the spot, if you didn't know. Mesmer, what? Volcarona Raichu? Set your Pokemon team. You beat them all. Isn't Volcarona, that's the moth Pokemon, right? It's the one that needs like insane levels to evolve, right? That's Volcarona, isn't it? Or am I mistaken one? Yeah, Vaughn, we'll beat the DLC together when Tarnished Edition comes out on Switch. Then we'll just quickly beat the DLC together. We'll do the whole base game together and the DLC. But for real though, Volcarona, is that the moth Pokemon? That like evolves at level 70 or whatever it is?
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your own.
No, I didn't want anything from you. I wanted the armor set. Give me the Briar outfit. Give me the gauntlets and give me the greaves. And we are now the Elmo of the Briar. At least we're cosplaying as it. We're not the official one. Dude, no matter which talisman I put in as well, we're still in heavy load. That's kind of insane. That's some heavy shit. Dude, if Tarnished Edition ever comes out. Because think about it, man. It's already March again. It's like the only game, I think, from the Switch 2, like, announcement Nintendo Direct that hasn't been dropped. Like, that hasn't been released. I think all of the other games that were showcased... Oh, I'm so stupid. I put the points into mind instead of endurance. Of course I can't wear the armor set if I don't put it in the right thing. God damn it, Nick. No, but for real though, I think it's like probably the only one that's left out of the games that were announced back then. That and Duskblood, so both of the FromSoft games are the only ones that haven't been released. Because like, what was the other stuff? It was Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk came out on release, like on the Switch 2 release, on launch. Then Pokemon Legends CA came out. Then it was like the announcement of the upgrades of the Switch 1 games, of like Scarlet Violet and the Zelda games. And then literally that's the game that's missing. The game that's missing is both Elden Ring and Duskbloods. So both of the FromSoft games.
Where did he flee, my sweet?
I'm just gonna spend one rebirth on,
Now.
you know, changing up the levels. Because I'm lazy as shit. But that's nothing new. Anyone who watches these streams knows I'm lazy as shit. All the time. Yeah, I played the game as well, like, on the Switch Lite first. And I agree with you, it was so bad. We can't wield the shield just yet. But at least we've got the rest of the armor set. That's something. Okay, let's try DTS then. But yeah. Scarlet and Violet is so good, especially if you want a shiny hunt. Because it's like the easiest game to shiny hunt. That and Legends CA, they're so easy to shiny hunt. I would say it's like, when it comes to Switch Pokemon games, it's like Scarlet and Violet is #1 in terms of shiny hunts. Then it's Legend CA and then probably Sword and Shield's DLCs. Because of the Dynamax Adventures, probably. I mean, Dynamax Adventures takes a long time, but you can, like, reset a couple of Pokemons, right? And not just one. Plus you have all of like the legendaries and Dynamax Adventures. I don't know how it is with Legend ZA's DLC with the legendary Pokemon, if it's easier to maybe catch a shiny, if it's even possible to catch a shiny in that game. Because I think the DLC has the legendaries in there, probably, I'd assume. Since that's like the Pokemon thing that they always do. Put all of the legendaries in the DLC for the game. Like all of the previous legendaries. Honestly surprising though that they did do a Legend CA DLC, but then again, I mean, I haven't played it. Eventually. Funnily enough, I did tease at it. I did like the Avengers thing of putting in the like a title screen at the end of the best RPG video on Pokemon Legends CA, which is still in the old style because I hadn't figured out how I want to do the videos just yet. But yeah, I put in a title card saying like that I was gonna return in Mega Dimensions, and it's been months since the DLC came out and I still haven't played it. But I promised I was gonna return. I want to see if I can do the cheese of this guy. So he should move over, right? Is he not moving over? I mean, he was well, not aggro, but he was definitely looking at us. Hello, my friend. I want to play with you a little game called Cheeseburger. I want a cheeseburger, please. One cheeseburger. Thank you very much. Wait, what? I've seen that happen to someone else before. The DTS hitting, because that is technically its phase 2 attack. So it should be able to do that attack. Hello, sir. Please come over here. This is not a scam. We are not scamming you. Go over there. You wanna check out? Oh no, you are. Come here. Come here. Come, my friend. Come. Come, my friend. Come to Besiktas. Come to Besiktas. Come to Besiktas. God damn it. Okay, turns out I'm too stupid to do DTS cheese. Do I know... Well, do I know Onipixel? Yeah, not personally, but I know him. As a person, as a streamer. I know what he does, I know who he is. I don't know him personally. Thank you, Hamburg, Germany. That's my home city. By the way, if you didn't know, now you know. Goated gambler, is he? Is he not just... He isn't he a Counter-Strike guy? He is, right? Bro, I thought that thing doesn't have that much of a range, honestly. Oh, you wanker. I think we talked about it on one of the last... Well, it's probably been a while since we talked about it, but I've not played Counter-Strike in so long. Like, me and a friend of mine, we tried playing it like last year, but I suck at it so much, it's actually insane. It's like I've never played a video game before. I mean, you would think that if you see me playing Elden Ring as well. By the way, the cool thing about the Element of the Briar set is if you roll into an enemy, I do damage to them. See how I do like damage? I do like 16 damage every time I roll into them. Such a cool set. Such a cool armor set. God damn. What's that range? Oh, fuck you. You bastard. Still got that down. Huh. To the left. Oh no, that was actually to the right. To the front. To the back. Oh, fuck you. God damn it. Hamburgers, dude. Hamburgers are good. Well, I mean, technically, cheeseburgers are the GOAT. To me, like, I love a good cheeseburger. But what I love even more is a freaking chicken burger, man. Just got some chicken on there, man. Damn. That's that shit. Go to fucking McDonald's, get like a McChicken or chicken burger or whatever it's called. Whatever they decide to name it. Because there's two, right? There's one, at least over here, there's like two chicken burger variants. There's one that's a McChicken and then a chicken burger. One of them has like a spicy sauce on there and the other one has like mayo on there. But man, the one thing I always I wish I was living where you're living is just like the fast food options, man. Like, I love a good KFC as well. Bro, like, get a fucking, like, you know, bucket of chicken. And dude, we were in Paris, like, at KFC. Wait, we were at a KFC in Paris, yeah. And they had these, like, wild ass, it wasn't like fries, even it was like potato, like wedges with like cheese on top and like bacon as well. It was so freaking good. And like over here, I mean, it's like so rare to actually find a KFC, but as I said though, like I'm a sucker for chicken. Like I'll take a chicken burger, chicken wings, whatever, man. Some tendies, you know. I'll take it. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, man. That makes sense that, you know, if you have fast food at your work, like not fast food at your work, but if you can make burgers and that stuff at your work, like why, you know, go and eat it. I mean, if you think about it, back to your comment before that, Vaughn, I do have a very specific taste, apparently. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Maybe I am at my core. Who knows? A heart of chocolate. Now, but for real though, like chicken burgers, man, anything chicken, you get me with that. I love that. Other than that, no, really, if I go to like a McDonald's, it'll be like chicken nuggets, like chicken McNuggets, for example, not that much. You won't get me, yeah, like, eating them. I rather have chicken wings, or like tendies, you know, instead of having chicken nuggets. So I think chicken nuggets, that's like a whole different thing. I don't like the taste of chicken nuggets that much. All of the other stuff tastes different. Tastes better.
For bringing here, and thus I shall farewell. I shall leave. I wish you luck. You have. I have no.
Might be personal opinion though. You don't like chicken wings? I mean, I prefer, like, you know, without the bone, obviously. Oh yeah, Vaughn, did you know that Jason also prefers fish, but not eating fish? Let's not get back on Jason. Chicken wings are all bones and no meat. I mean, aren't there chicken wings that also are, like, boneless? Or is it just tendies at that point? Like chicken tenders. But tenders are a different thing. No, tenders are a different thing than chicken wings. Because tenders are, like, almost like big chicken nuggets at that point. If you think about it. I'm sorry, Jason. It's like boneless chicken wings over like normal chicken wings. But you're kind of correct. Yeah, chicken wings are basically just bones. All bones, no meat. Like me. I'm also just bones and I don't have any meat on me. What is going on today? That is the second one that literally hit Elden stars on us while we were standing right in front of it. That is insane. I feel like I'm getting bullied every time I play this game. At least today. Maybe I'm just fucking tired as shit. Anyways, but yeah, more than I like sushi, I like sushi, like even more. Right, going back to Vaughn. Obviously, Vaughn said, you know, he enjoys some good fish or seafood. That is not my type of deal. Like, I like sushi, but like vegan, because I can't eat fish. So I eat like sushi as basically vegan. So with like, you know, whatever kind of fruits in there. Like they put either obviously like cucumber in there, or they put like, what I really like is sushi with when they, what the fuck, I got stun locked. Or did I run into this thing down there? I might have just run into the flower pots here. That might have been the thing. But yeah, What I really like is like sushi with mango, like in there. I think that's really cool, like avocado, that type of stuff. It's really nice. I really like that. And then yeah, the classic is it's like basically anything with chicken, sushi, or just any pizza. And then I'm happy for life. I don't need anything else. Except for sushi, pizza, and some type of chicken. Sushi with mangoes. I swear. I swear. Mango, honest opinion, mango, a good fresh mango, totally underrated as a fruit. Totally and utterly underrated. Mango is so good. Even dry. Like dry mango is so good. Here's the thing though, like for example, there's like, you know, mango chicken, for example, that, you know, with rice. That type of stuff I don't mess with. That's not on my list of mango things that I like. But like just mango, like as mango juice, for example, or as I said in sushi, as dry, like dry fruits. Really good. Really, really good. Underrated even. Totally underrated. I also really, really enjoy a good apple. Like there's probably like my favorite food, like fruit, not food. My favorite fruit to just like I can just eat like that is probably just a good old apple. An apple. Jesus, stomach's acting up. An apple or like a kiwi, but like the golden kiwis. You know, sometimes Vaughn is literally just like my brother from another mother. If it wasn't for the whole Pete thing, you know, that's the thing where we don't see eye to eye. But Vaughn and I, we do have a similarity or two, maybe, which is interesting. Almost scary sometimes. Yo, noodles though, legit. I mean, not just talking about, you know, Asian food as in general, because like fucking ramen bowls, man, so good as well. If you get a good ramen spot, man, that is also really good. But like, just in general, like normal noodles, like any, you know, some spaghetti, or however they say it. Um, that's also like up there. Some good ass noodles, yeah, hell yeah. That is facts. That's a good shit. I love how I said I was gonna stop after DTS and I'm already in the capital now. We might as well just get our way up to Gold 3 and finish off Gold 3 today, but then I really need to go, because I need to eat something and take a shower and then I can go to bed. Shut up and go to bed. Because at that point, it's like, what? Do I even get 8 hours of sleep? I do. I mean, maybe. Chinese fried rice is peak. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I ever had fried rice though. I know the song. Haven't had fried rice. That's crazy. Fried rice is like this old ass G-Eazy song before he basically, you know, became somewhat popular, before, you know, he fell off completely. But he had this song Fried Rice on like one of the early albums. I think it was an album. I don't think it was an EP back in the day. But it is so funny. Ice, can we like... I think you forgot that I'm hungry, that I haven't eaten anything proper other than just some bread. I'm sitting here starving, and all we're doing is talking about food. You know what? Here's the thing. Here's how you know I've got the German in me. Underrated bread with like carrot in there. There's this one, it's like a bread roll, but with carrot in there. And it's so freaking good. Like I like to have that in the morning. It's so nice. Hate these gargoyles. That's what I always hear about all of the guys that I like know that have moved from Germany to the US. It's like the breakfast, the bread, the rolls, like all of that stuff is usually the stuff they're missing. And whenever they get back home, it's like the first thing they do is like get a proper German like breakfast. What's our favorite yeast infection? What is a yeast infection? I'm asking for the uncultured German friend that you have. Is that a thing you have to worry about? What is a yeast and why does it get infected? And if you're wondering if I'm trolling or not, I have done my job. Bacteria on your feet, of course you would talk about feet. Of course. It all leads back to you talking about feet. Dudes, it's like literally our topics on today's stream, they just stayed below ground the whole time. We've not gone back up here. The word to describe today's topics, there's a word in German for it, and it's bodenlos. That's how you describe what is happening here today in German. Bodenlos. We went from circumcisions to yeast infections to me secretly being black. What is Scheiße? I mean, you totally spelled it wrong, first off. But it basically means shit. Just spelled a bit different than how you spelled it. Oh, dude. We've got the full cosplay going. And the thing is, the shield does blood loss as well. What about Vase? It's, by the way, it's spelled with a W at the start. And it means what? Look at the shield, it's like literally bigger than me. Shield bash! Shield bash! Shield bash! Can I just run into people with this? God damn it, I'm unkillable. Never played Elden Ring with a proper shield. Shield only run coming in eventually, at some point. AKA the return of the wall. I mean, I've never played as the wall. I just always wanted to play as the wall. The wall! Yeah, exactly, like Vaughn just spelled it. Like he just spelled it. That is what? Okay, Element of the Briar against Goldfree. Let's go! We're not gonna do well in this fight, I can already tell with this weapon. Was so dead. It'd be cool if the armor actually did more than just 16 damage on a roll. Be really flippin' cool. Golden Rune Hack. That's how you do it. Clutched up on that jump attack. That could have gone horrendously wrong. But it is what it is. That's what you get when you let me play this game. Can't even add another talisman because my carry weight is too much. Because I have a giant shield on my back that basically does nothing except for kind of look cool, I guess. Ah, leveled up, now we're medium load. By the way, interesting looking shield. I wondered if it's another shield in the game, but it's not. It is not, unfortunately. Yeah, what I want to get is the... I think the claw talisman, yeah, to boost jump attacks. That might actually be something. But we're not gonna do that today. How much are we in? 6.5 hours? Are we really that far into it? Are we that deep into it? Anyways, guys, that pretty much sums up today's stream. I'm out now. Again, if you're not there already, join the Discord. If you wanna know whenever we're streaming. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. If not tomorrow, then on Sunday, with another session of the Elden Ring Bell-Bearing Hunter run. And then eventually we'll do a full-on, like, all bosses, all remembrances run on PC. Love you, Unc. Love you too, guys. Jason, Vaughn, whoever else is joining us today. Appreciate you all for showing up, spending your time with us on this stream. Hope you were somewhat entertained and you enjoyed the stream. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Good night, whatever time it is. Good night, whatever time it is for you. Especially Jason, who it's probably like 3 a.m. or so for him. So go to bed, my dude. It's probably 4 even. I don't know. Yeah, Vaughn is probably midday still. If Vaughn is streaming today, go and check out Vaughn's stream. He's probably going out doing shiny hunts or something. You know? So go check him out. And yeah, see you tomorrow, guys. Peace out. Goodbye.